Welcome back, everyone. I wanted to give you more tips for traveling in Thailand today. And I want to tell you a few things that you may not know that can get you arrested in Thailand. Here's some good things to know while traveling Thailand that'll hopefully keep you out of jail and keep you out of trouble. Obviously, most of the things that will get you in trouble in your home country, such as assault, robbery, destruction of property, all those kind of crimes will get you in trouble big time in Thailand as well. Common sense for those basic rules, no murder, stealing, obvious, right? You know, here's an Irishman who took pepper spray and he sprayed the girls at the convenience store and tried to steal stuff. Obviously, he went to jail for quite a long time after doing that. So we're ruling out major obvious crimes here because those are a no-brainer. Number 1, posting your butt on the internet or social media with a picture of a Buddha or a temple or anything religious or a picture of the king in the background. There's actually an Instagram profile that these guys were stopped at the Thailand airport because that's what their profile is they go around posting pictures of their butt mooning the camera next to famous things and different historical sites. That's how they make a travel blog. They post their booty. But this is not okay in Thailand, and their internet is surveilled there, and they actually were flagged and they were detected when they got their passport scanned at the airport, and they had to pay crazy fines. They were in jail. It was not cool for something as simple as a goofy social media post to go to jail. So never post your butt. Never post anything disrespectful about the Thai culture, the religion, the king, the government. Never post anything on the internet. Be very careful. They've also made a new rule where you're not allowed to promote drinking and drugs on social media. So if you take a selfie with like a singha, like you're drinking, or like a bunch of drinks, or with a joint or something like that, there's a small chance they actually might detect that and flag you, stop you at the airport. So be very careful what you post on social media. Don't even post pictures partying or drinking, at least until you get home in your home country. Number 2, vaping is forbidden in Thailand. Owning, possessing, selling vape products, having a big vape mod, huffing on a vaporizer, blowing that big sweet cloud of unicorn, strawberry milk, whatever it is your flavor, that is forbidden in Thailand. It's illegal. It actually comes with, I think, $1,000 fine, maybe higher, and it comes with like 3 days in jail. Make sure to leave all your electronic cigarettes, your vaporizer stuff back home in your home country. Don't bring it with you because it's illegal to even bring it into Thailand. Keep your mod at home. Number 3, you can actually be jailed for flying a drone in public areas or in cities without permission. Breaking the drone laws is very serious there. Just to bring your drone into Thailand, you need to register with the CAAT. And that can take a long time, so you want to make sure and sign up to register at least 6 months in advance, because from what I've heard, it can take a very long time to become approved by the CAAT to fly your drone in Thailand legally. I've seen YouTube videos where a guy actually has to spend 2 nights in jail because he was caught flying his drone in a public park, and the police officer just came up to him, asked him to land his drone, and they ordered him to stay in jail that night. It was a minor offense. It's probably not a really ugly jail, more like a holding cell, but you don't want to go to Thai jail for anything, especially flying your drone. So here are the drone rules you need to be aware of if you're going to be doing that. Don't fly within 9 kilometers of an airport. Make sure and register with the CAAT. Don't fly close to other air vehicles. Don't fly in restricted areas like government bases, military bases. Stay at least 30 meters away from construction, buildings, and people. And you must always maintain line of sight. Some police I've heard of can actually be corrupt, and they've arrested people flying drones. Even if they've obeyed all the rules, they'll say that the drone is filming them, and you're not supposed to film law enforcement with your drone. So the cop could accuse you of filming him and then try to get a bribe out of you, try and extort you for some kind of money or take you to jail. So make sure you're very careful, again, with your drones. Don't film the police or the authorities either. Be very discreet with your drone flying and very careful, and follow the rules. Now, I mentioned before, blatant disrespect of the culture, the family, the king, those can all get you in some serious trouble. You can't step on any image of the king, not the money, not anything that is the king. You can't deface or tag anything that is historic. In some areas, there are specified places where people have done graffiti art. However, there was a kid who went to Chiang Mai, and in Chiang Mai, they have a 1,000-year-old brick wall that surrounds the old town of the city, and there's a moat around it. Historic gate in the north part of it, the North Gate. And this gate has been there for 1,000 years, 10 centuries. And these two people from England got drunk one night and they tagged Liverpool or liver something to do with their hometown on this 1,000-year-old wall. This ended up getting them in so much trouble. They're going to jail for 10 years or more, and apparently their fine is something like 3 million baht. It's an incredible amount, like $100,000 or more. Never tag on anything. Don't even litter, because littering is actually a crime as well in some places. So do not litter and do not tag or deface anything. Don't do it. You're not a child in junior high, I hope. Another thing you gotta look out for is overstaying your visa. Law enforcement and military can ask you for your passport at any time, especially when you're riding buses and things like that. Sometimes they come onto the bus multiple times to ask for everyone's papers. So if they catch you with even a day or two over your visa, it's not a huge fee, but you may go to a detention center and it's still a crime. So make sure to have plans to do a visa run, which is where you go to another country or just leave the country, or even pay to extend your visa. There are multiple options if you're gonna be there more than 30 days as an American. If you do overstay your visa and you haven't been caught by the police, go to the airport and go to the police station. You basically will pay them a fine, about 500 baht for every day that you overstayed. So I think it's about $16. And they will give you a paper that exonerates you of your crime of overstaying, and it shows the fine that you paid. That lets you get out of the country. But I actually have one of those papers because I overstayed 3 days last time I came to Thailand. Another thing to keep in mind, in Thailand, you must always keep your passport on you, or at least a copy of it. You can be fined or even imprisoned just for not having documentation on you, for not having identification in your passport. Like I said, law enforcement may want to check your papers at any time. If you don't have them, you can go to jail. This is kind of a funny thing. It is forbidden to use durian fruit as a weapon or to throw durian fruit at anyone, to projectile, drop it off a roof. Anything weaponized with durian fruit is very forbidden. And the penalty worsens depending on how many punctures the durian fruit does to the victim. Now, durian fruit is a gigantic, I'm talking beach ball sized fruit that is very heavy, and it has really sharp, spiky points on the ends of it. So if you threw it on somebody or dropped it from a high story onto someone, you really could kill them. So it's obvious that this is forbidden. They've recently become much more strict about littering, as I said before. Littering on the beaches can cost you a year in prison, 100,000 baht fine. Finally, the legal drinking age in Thailand is 20, and it is somewhat enforced. So you may or may not be able to buy alcohol in Thailand. Some places they will never ask you for your ID. Some places will. If there's law enforcement around, they'll definitely ask. They also have some hours of the day where they may restrict drinking. In some cities, I recall they restricted drinking in the afternoon until 5 p.m. and they restricted it after midnight. You can no longer buy alcohol, except at an establishment, but I'm pretty sure the establishments were supposed to close as well. It's also forbidden to drink at a temple, a pharmacy, government buildings, a school, gas stations, or public park. That can get you a 10,000 baht fine. Another thing, I've talked about this in my other tips for Thailand videos. You never want to be caught with cannabis, marijuana, any drugs, mushrooms, anything on you in Thailand. That will get you a big fine. You might have to spend a couple nights in jail. It's really bad. Depending what and how much they fine on you, it can be terrible. There's a documentary about a guy who tried to make money by trafficking 40 kilograms of drugs. He spent a long time, 40 years or something like that, in this really nasty prison in Thailand. It's crazy, but you don't want to be caught with drugs. You don't want to mess with drugs in Thailand. One last thing I want to tell you is that you always have to wear a helmet, obviously, when you're on a scooter in Thailand. That can get you a 500 baht or 1,000 baht fine if you're not wearing a helmet. It's also really stupid because if you get flung from your motorbike, your brain could end up squashed all over the road. You may want to get an international license. I recently found out it's only like $35, and that'll exonerate you from the chance of getting a fee while riding your motorcycle in Thailand. I hope you found these tips helpful, informative. If you did, go ahead, smash that like button. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe. I do make videos all the time. Good luck to you all, safe travels, and have a great day.